Every narcissistic abuse survivor has that moment where they see the narcissist's real self. The moment the person in front of them stops looking human and starts looking like a predatory animal. Watch a narcissist closely and you will notice something haunting. Their body reacts to conflict the way a wolf, a lion, or a feral animal would. They stand taller when you sit, they block exits without touching you. They guard their resources, money, space, food, devices, reputation with a panic that has nothing to do with logic and everything to do with survival instinct. Their eyes even shift in a way that makes you question what you're really looking at. That is something most people never understand about narcissists. Beneath the human mask, they operate like predatory animals. Their instincts are ancient, behaviors are primal, and if you have ever lived with one, you have already seen these instincts in action, even if you could not put words to it at the time. But here is the part that survivors rarely talk about. The moment this animal side appears, your body recognizes the danger before your mind can process it. You feel your stomach tighten, your breath becomes shallow, your spine locks. You do not know why, but you know something has shifted. That is because you are no longer dealing with mood swings or personality flaws. You are standing in front of a creature whose nervous system has switched into dominance mode. The human facade is gone. What is left is an instinct driven predator that communicates through posture, silence, eye dilation, territorial energy, and calculated stillness. And once you see that version of them, you can never unsee it because that is the real them. The core they spend their entire life hiding. The part they hope you never recognize or learn to decode. I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In this episode, I'm going to talk about the only 5 moments a narcissist shows their predatory animal self. Before getting started with number 1, I have created a guide that answers top and burning questions of every single survivor of narcissistic abuse. If you want instant access, and that too for free, click the link in the description. Number 1, pack dominance. There is a moment every survivor remembers. The moment the narcissist stops looking like a human being, as I was saying, and starts resembling a predatory animal. Narcissists always position themselves in a way where they can attack and where you stay vulnerable. Think about how a wolf stands tall, so it's always ready to strike, or how a cat climbs to a higher place to feel safe and in control. Narcissists operate with the same instinct. This is what I call pack dominance. When they raise their body, they're not standing, they are claiming territory. You have seen this. You are sitting, they suddenly stand. You lean back, they lean forward. You are sitting on a sofa, they tower over you. This is not communication, it is posturing. The same way a dominant wolf stands taller before asserting control. What they're doing is they're trying to force your nervous system to shrink, to make you feel small, outmatched, and completely overpowered. Your body understands this long before your mind does. That is the animal side stepping forward. Another example is when they block a doorway. At that moment, they are not arguing, controlling your movement. Every survivor knows this, even if they have never said it out loud. Doorway fights, standing in front of your exit path, waiting right outside the bathroom. Animals do this to prevent escape, to trap, to intimidate without touching. Narcissists do the same. It is a silent way of telling you, you do not move unless I allow it. You're not dealing with a rational adult. You're dealing with something that communicates in instinct. Psychopathic. Another thing they do is go completely silent, the way a lion prepares to strike. One of the most dangerous forms of pack dominance is this silence. They don't speak because they are calculating. They do not move because they are waiting for you to move first. They don't respond because they want to see if you will unfold. Animals do this all the time, right before asserting control. A cold stillness that demands surrender. And survivors describe this moment perfectly. It was not him. It was something else watching me, something else taking over. Number 2, Territorial behaviors. Just like animals, narcissists are extremely territorial. They have their favorite spot and they sit in that exact place every time. The same corner, the same chair, the same posture. Like a dog marks a territory, they mark their territory by choosing their favorite place. The moment you enter the room, you can sense it. Their things are spread everywhere. Their energy shifts and they look irritated if you stand too close, as if your presence is disrupting something extremely important to them. This is not personality or somebody's quirks, this is territory. The same instinct that makes a wolf guard its patch of land, it's the same instinct that makes a narcissist behave like the entire room belongs to them simply because they are in it. Narcissists also mark their territory, just like animals, as I was saying. They leave mess deliberately. They rearrange things in their own style. They move your belongings or invade your space just to remind you who owns the environment. And when it comes to their belongings, they guard them with the same fierceness an animal uses to protect its food. Touch an animal's favorite item and it will bite you. Narcissists respond the same way when you reach for their phone, their wallet, or laptop. They protect these things obsessively. They keep their devices face down. They carry them everywhere. They hover around them like something dangerous will happen if you come too close. This is not privacy. This is territorial panic. Just like a cat cannot tolerate another dominant cat in its territory, or a dog cannot stand another strong dog in its space, a narcissist cannot stand the presence of a bigger manipulator or a stronger narcissist than themselves. Anyone they cannot control, anyone they cannot dominate, anyone whose energy is louder than theirs. They hate them instantly. They get threatened, insecure, and overstimulated by their presence because in their mind, there can only be one dominant animal in the territory. Number 3, resource guarding. The narcissist's most primitive instinct. There is a part of the narcissist that behaves exactly like a territorial animal. The part that guards resources with an intensity that makes no logical sense to a human being. And money is the narcissist's most fiercely protected resource. If you really wanted to understand a narcissist's relationship with money, you have to stop thinking like a normal human being and start seeing the animal underneath. Because to a narcissist, money is not a currency. It is survival, status, dominance, and identity all rolled into one. Money is the one thing that keeps their illusion alive. It buys their image. It helps them escape consequences. It gives them something to brag about when they have nothing else to offer. A narcissist's wallet is locked. Your wallet is wide open. They hide their income. They lie about their expenses. They exaggerate their financial burdens. They keep separate accounts. They refuse transparency for even the simplest things. And it does not stop at money. Narcissists guard everything like an animal guards food. Notice how they don't like sharing meals. They take the best portion, monitor what everyone else is eating, and even control how much you take. It's not about generosity. It's all about power. Food becomes another resource they must dominate. They guard people the same way. The same psychology applies when they isolate you from your friends, family, and your support system. Because deep down, they know the only way to control you and maintain a grip on you is through isolation from those who understand you. Number 4, the predatory stare. The moment a narcissist stops looking and being a human. I know there is a moment in your story that still sends chills down your spine years later. The moment the narcissist looked at you with eyes that felt like they didn't belong to a human being. It felt like you were looking at something primitive, darker, and demonic, completely disconnected from empathy. It is what I and everybody calls a predatory stare. The eyes going black, the pupils swallowing the iris, and the face going dead. The presence changing, the energy dropping, and the soul disappearing. This is the stare nobody explains properly because they are too afraid to admit what it truly is. Their pupils dilate unnaturally fast, too fast for normal emotion. The whites of their eyes seem to dull or disappear. The iris fades into darkness. There is no shine, moisture, or warmth, just a dead, flat, bottomless black that does not move or blink. The face around the eyes goes still, stiff, lifeless. The jaw clenches, the lips tighten, the nostrils flare slightly. The forehead smoothens out unnaturally. Everything goes quite basically. That breathing slows, body stops. It's like watching a mask switch faces without moving a muscle. The body shuts down expression to conserve power. The eyes widen to absorb more information. The pupils expand because the nervous system goes into a predatory mode. Their eyes go black because their mind goes somewhere you cannot follow. A place without empathy, without guilt or hesitation. A place where dominance matters more than connection. Where winning the moment becomes their only priority. Number 5, the head tilt freeze, the narcissist hunting pause. There is a split second behavior narcissists do right before they decide whether to attack you emotionally or switch back into that normal, fake, kind self. And most survivors do not realize how it actually works or how revealing it is. It is the head tilt freeze. They stop talking mid sentence. That head tilts just a few degrees. Their eyes lock on you without blinking. Their mouth goes still. Their breathing changes, shallow, slow, barely there. Their whole face goes blank, like someone turned off the light inside them. This is the narcissist hunting pause. In that exact moment, they're not listening to you. They are scanning your reaction. The head tilt freeze is the narcissist's way of silently asking themselves, did I just lose control? Is she afraid? Is he afraid? Did he catch me? Should I attack or not? Should I switch to victim mode? What should I do? Should I punish or pretend I did not hear anything? It is a calculation. Their entire body pauses because they are trying to read your emotional weakness with absolute precision. They tilt their head because predatory animals do the exact same thing, narrowing their focus, adjusting their angle, sharpening their judgment before striking.